yung expectation ko talaga sa Canada is when I reach here, puro Canadians or puti yung makikita ko.
Yeah.
But, girl! So, pag-uusapan namin ngayon kung ano yung mga expectation namin versus kung ano talaga yung totoo dito sa Canada. So, Vince, so let's start from you. Ano yung pinaka-expectation mo? Tapos, it turns out to be like, ay, ganito pala dito.
Yung expectation ko talaga sa Canada is, I thought snow is fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
That's the expectation. Pero in reality, super hassle niya. During your first week or first month in Canada, you yung parang gusto mo siya. Pero
Pag
like,
na-amaze ka.
yeah, you're still amazed kasi nga, you're not used to it.
Correct, yeah.
Pero after a month, like, couple of months, nakakasawa. Sobrang hassle niya kasi, ayun nga.
Hindi ka maka-aura? Charot.
Hindi naman. You need to wear a lot of clothes.
Tama, yeah.
You need to have a lot of layers.
Correct.
And especially, mahirap maglakad sa snow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct. Especially pag may bibilhin ka lang sa tindahan, kailangan mo pang makailang layer. At saka especially sa sapatos, kailangan mo magsapatos. Unlike, let's say, pag summer lang, okay lang makapag-chinelas ka or something. Or even sa Pilipinas, diba? Just go. So, sa akin naman is yung, ano talaga, ito, legit. Akala ko, yung expectation ko talaga sa Canada is when I reach here, puro Canadians or puti yung makikita ko.
Yeah.
But, girl! Yung tawa mo naman. Hindi pala siya ganon. So, it's a mixed country. It's a very diverse country. Feel ko nga, less lang talaga yung nakikita kong white. Or maybe sa lugar namin.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly yung nakikita ko is Indians, Chinese, Filipinos, and may minsan Arabic. So, makikita mo talaga yung Canada is a diverse country. Hindi lang siya exclusive for white people. Na which is, I really expected to be all white. Yung feeling ko, hello, oh my God, Canadians.
Ako din naman, parang ang perception ko before pag sinabing Canada, you see a lot of white Canadians, white people.
Mm-hmm.
But kasi dito I think, depende siya sa neighborhood na pupuntahan. Maybe kung sa downtown, you will see a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But for example,
doon talaga parang
yeah. But for example sa New West where I live, mostly ang makikita mo doon is Latin, mga South Americans.
Yeah.
So mga talaga. And then
here where I lived, mostly is Chinese at saka Indians yung nakikita ko. Madalang lang yung mga puti dito sa area namin. But it's okay. You will appreciate Canada kasi nga hindi sila namimili ng taong pwedeng pumunta dito at experience Canada.
So another thing for me is yung sa language. I thought talaga before na you really need to be a good speaker, English speaker.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, walang pakayang mga tao dito.
Yung ba, I'm not care?
Yeah. Kahit masabi mo pa na she, kahit he daw.
which is problema ng Filipinos. You know, guys, yung parang kahit ako, guilty ako, pag i-interchange ko yung he at saka she, which is hindi na siya, dito. It doesn't matter.
They don't really care. Ang important is they understand yung context nung what you're saying.
The message is clear, yung parang gano'n. Oo, nakaka-relate ako
minsan
dyan.
Kahit yung in, on.
Yeah, correct. Charot. Oh. Ganun talaga dito. Unlike sa Philippines na parang i-judge ka talaga. Mali, girl, mali yung mo, English mo. Come.
Pursued.
Pursuing.
Guilty din naman ako. Kasi syempre, sa atin, pag sa mga Pinay talaga, pinagkakatawaan natin yan.
Kaya nga.
Pero, ayun. Okay.
Para namang nag-major in English lahat ng Pilipino doon. But, you know what? Filipinos are so intelligent kasi they can speak English very well talaga. Like, compared to other nationality na, let's say, sa mga Asian countries. So, Filipinos are among the intelligent one in Asia's.
Yeah.
Proud to be Filipino. So, yung sa akin naman, the other expectation versus reality is the living condition. When you say 25,000 in the Philippines, you can rent a very good apartment or condo unit in a month. While here, ini-expect ko na parang, okay na siguro yung 25. Even sa Dubai, when you have 25,000 or like, let's say, 30,000, you can rent a good space. Pero pag dito pala, it's not, room lang yung ma-afford mo. Yeah, 500 is just a room. Kung makakahanap ka pa ng 500, meron siya, but it's really far from downtown. It's really far from here, sa mga mall. So, may mga classmates din naman ako that they are paying like 400, 500, but it's just a room, merely a room, and then you share it with others. So, yung living condition na gusto mo, siguro magbabudget ka ng 40, 50,000 a month, and then you can get the whole apartment. At saka hindi pa yan yung sobrang luxurious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yung expectation ko prior coming here is, I thought I can find like jobs that easily.
Correct, yeah.
Pero in reality, you must have Canadian experience.
Tama.
So they value Canadian experience. So even if maganda yung yung background mo, your history before sa Pinas or kung saan ka man galing, pagdating mo dito, they will require you to have Canadian experience, or you can upgrade, or you can study again in Canadian universities.
Or worst comes to worst, back to zero ka talaga. So, yung other expectation ko naman is yung class schedule. Kasi nga, di ba, kami ni Vince is international student. So, compared mo sa Philippines, like, wala kang chance na magtrabaho. Kasi nga, the whole semester, 6 months, is Monday to Fridays, may pasok ka, and morning till hapon, may pasok ka. Let's say, Monday, Wednesday, at saka Friday. Di ba, MWF yung mga schedules natin, or TTH, yeah. So, kung Monday yung schedule mo, siguro may tatlong subject ka na kailangan mong pasukan. While here, nagulat ako kasi isang subject, isang araw. Ganun lang. 1 course a day siya, pero 2 hours and a half naman yung klase mo. But still, nakakashock siya. Kasi di ba nasanay tayo sa Pilipinas na, baka sobrang hectic ng schedule ko, kailangan mong mamili na parang isushoot mo talaga na at least makakapagtrabaho ka.
For example, yung in-enroll mong course is tatlo lang. So parang you only spend 7.5 hours per week sa school. So imagine you have a lot of which is good because you can spend your time in other things like recreation or work, something like that. So it's really good.
So yung naisip ko naman na expectation ko is that yung healthcare dito, kasi before prior coming here in Canada, lagi kong naririnig every vlog, kahit sa mga website, is that the health system here is so good. Parang, ang ganda ng health system, okay lang na dito ka sa Canada kasi libre yung, hospitalization and everything. But you know what, guys? My God. It's very hard na magkasakit dito kasi, hindi ka nila i-entertain unless it's emergency, like between life and death siguro. At saka, anong tawag dito? Siguro, i-entertain ka nila when you call 911, pero i-assess pa nila kung severe ba yung condition mo. Unless kung sa Pilipinas tayo, pag may lagnat, may ubo, anytime you can go to the hospital and ask for medicine or gusto mong magpa-admit sa hospital. Pero dito, parang feeling mo mamamatay ka na sa lagnat. I didn't experience, but this is based on the experience of the other person na sabi nila, kahit na sobrang taas na ng lagnat mo, grabe na yung ubo mo, feeling mo mamamatay ka na. Pero yung assessment ng doctor dito is that that's just flu. Yeah. Pero feeling mo mamamatay ka na, di ba? So, hindi sila basta-basta nagpapa-admit dito. Kasi worst comes first talaga. Yung pinaka-worst na condition lang yung ina-attend nila na, okay, sige, mag-admit ka na or manganganak ka or something. So kung papipiliin ako ng health system, I think I go with the Philippines. Like, kung feeling mo na gusto mo lang talagang i-check kung healthy ka or like, ganun, siguro mas okay pa din yung Pilipinas. But yeah, it's the free kasi dito. sa Pilipinas magbabayad. So, kung may naisip pa kayo na idadagdag, we'll get it to our next video. Thank you!
Thank you.
Bye!